show, Mike's alternate reality, which is what I think we all live in, otherwise known as the Twilight Zone. Give it up for Mike Veasey!
Wow, Tracy Rosenberg, wow. Yeah, thank you. I had a good day today, good comedy day. I mean, well, now it's a good comedy day. I got a phone call this morning, my daughter had a flat tire. I had to go help her. I said, okay, where are you? All right, baby, just go into the Starbucks. I'll come down, I'll call AAA. So I go down there, and AAA's on the way. I said to my daughter, look, don't be upset. The tire's gonna work it out. What can I get you? What do you want? So it said a caramel macchiato. So I go up and I order a medium caramel macchiato. I think they call it a tall, whatever they call it. Grande, thank you. So I'm in there, and I don't do Starbucks, I don't drink coffee. So the woman says to me, can I have your name? I'm like, want my name for a cup of coffee? She's like, yeah, we're gonna call you when the coffee's ready. I'm like, all right, can I give you any name? She's like, yeah. And I say, Batman? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, Batman. So I go over and across the room, and it's pretty crowded, you know. I'm waiting for my coffee. My glasses gonna be so cool. Any minute now, they're gonna call coffee for Batman, you know. So about 3 minutes later, I hear, caramel macchiato, Batman. And it was cool. I was like, wow, we are in Gotham City, you know. But I hadn't noticed there were a bunch of little kids in the place. And they're all looking up like this. One of them goes to the front window and is like, oh my God, I see the Batmobile. I'm like, oh, no, how do I go up and get the cup of coffee now? Me in sweatpants and a hoodie. So I finally manned up, I went to the counter, I'm like, yeah, I'll take the coffee for Batman. And I turn around, all these little kids are like, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just Alfred. By the way, I love this. This is me talking to you, but if I'm not doing comedy, if I start doing bad, somebody can just beam me up to the Enterprise. So we just got through the holidays, right? We had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, we had New Year's, but I found a new holiday this year. There was something mixed in, somewhere between Thanksgiving and New Year's. I was walking through Bryant Park. It was a beautiful day, one of those beautiful days that we had last Sunday. And some college kids behind a table, giving out free cupcakes. I'm like, oh, hey, can I have free cupcakes? It's like, yeah. So I take a cupcake, and I say thank you, and I bite into it, and they say, have you heard about Trans Awareness Day? I'm like, oh man, that cupcake was not free. The purple icing should have been a tip-off. But I'm like, no, oh, yeah, you gotta tell people your pronoun of choice. And then you've got to ask people for their pronoun of choice. And then you've got to be sure to use people's pronouns of choice. I'm like, all right, in all fairness, that was good advice, something I never thought about. You know, times have changed. I'm like, you know what? Thank you very much. And I go to leave and they're like, wait! And they hand me not one, not two, but 3 full-color, 2-sided printouts about Trans Awareness Day and pronouns and stuff. And I'm like, wow. I took classes in college that didn't have this much reading material. I remember that distinctly because that's why I took those classes in college. And I'm like, all right, thank you very much. Thanks for the cupcake, thanks for this. Wait! And they hand me a Sharpie and a button. And they're like, you gotta write down your pronoun of choice and wear it so everyone will know your pronouns of choice. And this is where I got stuck. Because honestly, I really didn't know what a pronoun was. Schoolhouse Rock didn't have a song for that. I didn't want to offend, I didn't want to say the wrong thing, because, you know, as an old white dude, most of the things I say are wrong. And I'm like, I'm sorry. What do you got for heterosexual white dudes? Well, they recommended he, him, his. And that's what I did. I wore that button. But I did read the material. There's some other pronouns I'm thinking about trying out. So. Anyway, play along. I just had a milestone birthday recently. I turned big 5-0. Hit the half-century mark. And it was a rough birthday for me, but my family really rallied around. They gave me a nice party. My kids threw me the party. And there was a cake there, and you know, there's a picture of Batman on it. Just like my first birthday party. Good to see my tastes have evolved over 50 years. My lovely wife got me a cool gift. She got me a book. Kama Sutra for Dummies. Yeah, it's like IKEA instructions with naked people. Only I did just turn 50 and I threw my bag out in chapter 4. But this happened. There's a young woman, my friend Lisa. She's about 20 years younger than me, and there's nothing inappropriate going on. But she says to me, Mike, let me take you to lunch for your birthday. I think, great. So we go to a pub, we're having burgers and a few laughs. All of a sudden, in the middle of the conversation, she stops. She looks me right in the eye. She says, you know, Michael, if you were single, I still wouldn't want to date you. Now, mind you, I hadn't asked. I had to think this I'm turning 50, and I got beautiful young women turning me down, hypothetically. Now, I've got a beautiful, loving wife at home, and I don't mind being faithful to her. But I'd like to think I was doing it on purpose. Anyway, I mentioned the holidays. I mean, there was trans awareness here, but there's also Christmas. And I had a bittersweet Christmas this year, because for the first time, my son didn't come home for Christmas. He lives in Denver. And it was the first time we spent it apart. I said to him after Thanksgiving, like, you coming home for Christmas? He's like, Dad, all right, I don't see the point of spending $400 on airfare and burning all my vacation days to come home and sit at Grandma's house while we awkwardly talk about nothing until Uncle Mark starts ranting about how great Trump is. I'm like, wow, I guess that college really did pay off. But I had a good Christmas because we went to my wife's family this year. So at my wife's family, I can have a few beers. I can't have a few beers at my family house because my mother says, you know what? I'm not cooking enough for the responding officers. So, but I was at my wife's family's house, and my daughter said, Dad, I'll drive home. You can have a few beers. I had a few beers, I'm feeling pretty good. We pull into my driveway going home. We get out of the car, and my daughter says, hey, there's a possum. And I look down, yeah, there's a possum walking into my backyard. And I looked down, and this is how great my brain was working. Then my first thought was, hey, it's a possum. It's Christmas. Shouldn't he be wearing a little hat or something? In the Christmas cartoons, you know, they all got mittens and scarves, you know? Anyway, as I'm going in the house, my wife yells, don't let the dog out. I'm thinking, oh, she's right. The dog and the possum, it's not going to be a good story. But then my phone rings, it's my son. So I'm walking through the house, I'm like, hey, Christopher, how are you? Wow, you went skiing? That's great. Oh, hold on, Chris. The dog wants to go out. My daughter later commented on how impressed she was, how well the dog had me trained. So I opened the door and suddenly there's Armageddon in my yard. My dog corners the possum and she is barking at this animal. I mean, she is using barks I've never heard before. I mean, she sounded more like those dragons on Game of Thrones than she sounded like a dog. I mean, if there's a doggy version of the F word, she was definitely using it. A lot. So we all run out there, my daughter's crying, my wife is screaming, I'm like, all right, stay, heal. And even though I'm like, what the fuck does heal mean? But then there was a pause. I'm like, oh, okay. Like a frozen tableau where my dog was here and the possum was here. I'm like, okay, this might work out. Well, it didn't. The dog lunged forward, grabbed the possum by the neck, is twisting in the air like a terrible towel at a Steelers game. Pounded it on the ground, clawing at it, biting it. We're all screaming, my daughter's crying. And then suddenly, my dog drops the mangled possum at my feet. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I'm glad it wasn't wearing a little hat. And my dog's like waiting for like a high five or something. I just scoop it up, I run in the house, I throw it in the bathtub, and I cleanse my poor dog, in all fairness, is like, what the hell? And I thought about it, yeah, I mean, every time I toss a ball, every time I play tug of war, this is what she's training for. And I took her out of the game. So my wife comes into the bathroom, she's like, get rid of that possum. Only she used the human version of the F word. So now I'm out in the yard. There's a dead possum at my feet. And I don't want to touch this possum, especially on Christmas. So I'm like, all right, I'll put a garbage bag in a box. I'll throw the box over the possum. And then I'll put a snow shovel under the box. I'll flip it over, pick up the bag, and look at that. You got a dead possum. Or as some people in Arkansas call it, dinner. So I like the plan, and I do the plan. I put the bag in the box, put the box over the possum, slide the shovel over, and then suddenly, boom! The box goes flying, and there it is. A zombie possum. And it just looked up at me, and it did this, just. And I walked off the way. And I'm like, thank God, my dog didn't murder a possum on Christmas. Because this possum decided he'd rather celebrate Easter. So we all live on Staten Island, we all drove here, right? Yeah. I grew up on Staten Island, and one thing about Staten Island, you know, I worked in Manhattan, spent a lot of time in the other boroughs, but Staten Island is different because we don't have a subway. So we all have cars, we all drive everywhere, and we're all pissed off. I think because we all live in Staten Island. But I'm right, I mean, isn't road rage a huge part of the culture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's even more popular than racism. And I am no different. I mean, just last Sunday, I'm on the highway, going shopping, going food shopping. I'm in the middle lane, and this car starts merging over from the right. And I didn't know who they were. I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know what they were doing, but I did know one thing. There was no way they were getting in my fucking lane. But I caught myself, I'm like, whoa, you're being a dick. This isn't a race. There's not going to be a guy with a checkered flag waving me into the shop, right? You know, it's not like I pull into my parking spot and a beauty queen hands me a turkey. So I slowed down a little bit, but I got to thinking, like, where does this road rage come from? And I realized it comes from the anonymity we all feel behind the wheel. I mean, we slip into our automotive body armor, and we drive into battle armed with our two weapons of choice, a horn and a middle finger. How do you get rid of it? Well, I don't think you can get rid of it, but I do think technology can get rid of it. Driverless cars. You know, when you have computers driving your car, they're not going to curse each other out or cut each other off. They may realize they don't need humans at all anyway and just drive us all into the ocean. That's a different problem, you know? But that makes me nervous too, because we're relying way too much on technology. Computers are actually taking over now. I mean, I went down to Mexico last year, last August with my uncle for 4 days in Mexico. I'm like, let me learn some Spanish, you know? Let me learn some Spanish so I can talk to the locals, you know? So I learned some phrases. I learned, uno cerveza por favor. And that means one beer, please, you know? But I learned another one. I learned, dos cervezas por favor. then I tried to trace surveillance. It wasn't all good. And then I learned, ¿Dónde está el baño? But I get home a couple days later and I log on and check my email, and all the little advertisements in my Yahoo, they were in Spanish. That little Geico gecko was trying to sell me insurance in 15 minutos or less. So I think it's time we got to pull back. We got to stop relying on technology so much. I mean, the computers will take over if we let them. And how do you stop it? I thought of a way. You got to turn the computers against each other. I started this morning. I got up and I told Siri that Alexa called her fat. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm Mike Veasey. Welcome to the Hub.